breaking immigration shift in Canada. Nova Scotia has just changed the entire pathway to move into the province. And if you're a student, worker, or someone already living in Canada planning to move to Nova Scotia, this update affects you directly. The new EOI system is officially live, and what used to be a simple process is now a competitive selection model. Here's exactly what changed, why it changed, how it affects you, and what you need to do right now. What just happened in Nova Scotia? Nova Scotia has officially moved to an expression of interest, EOI system. This means you can't directly apply anymore under NSNP programs or even AIP without going through this new step first. Earlier, people could submit applications directly and hope for approval. But now, Nova Scotia will only accept full applications from people they specifically invite. This is not a small update. This is a complete shift in how the province manages immigration. Why Nova Scotia made this change. So, why did Nova Scotia suddenly switch to EOI? There are a few big reasons. First, the province has limited nomination spaces. And this year, the federal allocation was even more restricted. They simply cannot take thousands of direct applications anymore. Second, Nova Scotia was facing big backlogs, and the demand for PR pathways was growing faster than they could process. People were applying in huge numbers, even in streams that were not aligned with labor needs. Third, they wanted to target people who match real job shortages: healthcare, trades, education, construction, and essential service sectors. So the EOI system gives the province more control and flexibility and ensures immigration actually matches what the province urgently needs. What exactly changed? Here's what has changed in the system. 1. You must submit an expression of interest. It's now the first step for everyone. 2. Nova Scotia will rank your EOI profile based on your skills, job offer, experience, education, and language scores. 3. Only top-ranked candidates will receive an invitation to apply, ITA. 4. Without an invitation, you cannot submit a full PR application. 5. This affects both NSNP and AIP employer designations and endorsements. Launch bumpers up. 6. It's no longer first come, first served. It's priority-based selection. This makes the entire process more structured, but also more competitive. How this change affects students and workers already in Canada. If you're already in Canada, especially as an international student or worker, this update impacts you the most. For many, this is good news. 1. Your Canadian work experience now gives you a stronger ranking. 2. Strong English scores will push your profile higher in the pool. 3. If your field is in demand, like trades, healthcare, teaching assistants, early childhood educators, trucking, you now have higher chances of selection. 4. And if you're already living close to the East Coast or planning to move, employers might choose you faster because they prefer candidates already in Canada. But for some, it becomes tougher. 1. If you don't have a job offer, you might stay longer in the EOI pool. 2. If your occupation is not in demand, your ranking may be lower. 3. You can't just submit an application whenever you want anymore. You must wait for the province to choose you. Overall, the update is good for strong profiles, but challenging for weaker or mismatched ones. How to apply under the new EOI system. The application process is now very simple, but very strict. Step 1. Create your EOI profile on the official Nova Scotia immigration website. Step 2. Enter your personal details, work experience, job offer info, language results, and education. Step 3. Submit your EOI and wait for Nova Scotia to rank it. Step 4. If selected, you will receive an official invitation to apply, ITA. Tithanib. Step 5. Only after receiving the invitation can you upload documents and submit your full application. Your EOI becomes your ticket into the system, and the strength of that profile decides everything. What you should do right now. If you're serious about moving to Nova Scotia, here's what you need to focus on immediately. 1. Improve your language scores. Higher English, higher ranking. Number 2. Target in-demand jobs. Tailor your resume for NS employers. 3. Reach out to Nova Scotia employers directly for job opportunities. 4. Gain Canadian experience because it boosts your profile. 5. Update your EOI regularly as you gain new experience or certifications. 6. Stay informed about Nova Scotia's targeted draw announcements. This new EOI system rewards people who are prepared, skilled, and aligned with the province's real needs. So here's the real takeaway. Nova Scotia didn't just update a system, they redesigned who gets to build the province's future. With the new EOI pathway, the advantage now shifts toward people who can prove value, stability, and real contribution. And that means opportunities finally open up for skilled workers, international graduates, and even those already stuck in long queues elsewhere in Canada. But the real question is, are you preparing yourself to fit the new standard? Or are you still waiting for the old system to come back? Because this change signals something bigger. Nova Scotia wants long-term residents who are ready to settle, work, and grow with the province. If you align yourself with the priorities now, you can turn this into the fastest pathway to PR in Atlantic Canada. So don't wait for the next update or the next surprise rule change. Now is the moment to act, understand the criteria, build your points, and make your move before the next wave of applicants floods the system. If you want to stay ahead in Canadian immigration, you need to stay informed. And this change in Nova Scotia is only the beginning.